Hey, what's up, everybody? Anton here from eCommerceLifestyle.com, and you're listening to the eCommerce Lifestyle Podcast. On this episode, we're going to talk about a small investment you can make that has a very, very big upside, or at least has the potential to if you do this right. A few things before we get into this. This is not for the person that's just starting their business and that doesn't have any profit. This is something you want to do once you're up and running and profitable, especially the reason we're talking about this now is because we're actually in Q4, which is crazy to think about, but you're probably, again, if you're profitable, looking to do what we do every year at the end, which is find a way to kind of invest extra profit that we have. And I say extra profit, but what I just mean is, profit, business, like money in the bank, net profit, so that our tax burden is lowered because we're investing the money. If that's the situation you find yourself in, you'll find this episode very helpful. If you're not in that situation yet, I would still recommend listening because when you get there, you can do what I'm going to talk about. Another thing that I should mention before we get into this is specifically for people that are drop shipping using the dropship lifestyle business model. So that's who it's going to help the most. You can learn more about that at dropshipwebinar.com if you're new here. But this could also be used if you're private labeling and you're working with a brand that's local to you. So if you're doing business in the States, you have a brand you're working with in the States. And again, even if you're private labeling, it can apply to you too. But this is not for anybody that's drop shipping from China or anything like that. So just keep that in mind before we get into this. So what I want you to do is reach out to your top brands on your store. And let's just say you have 15 different companies that you sell for. Maybe there's 3 of them that bring in 80% of your sales. You know who they are. They know who you are. They're your top brands. What I want you to do is reach out to your sales rep or whoever your contact is at the company and just say, hey, it's almost the end of the year now. We're looking to do some big promotions for the holiday season, but we're also looking to redo our website, especially our pages for your products. And we would really love to fly into your offices for a day and just give us 3 to 4 hours, but I would love to be able to speak with you, to speak with the owner of the company. I would love to see the manufacturing facility. Again, this is assuming it's there. I would love to see the warehouse and do a tour there. Again, assuming if it's close enough. And we'd love to speak to some of your customer service people and just get a bunch of different videos and photos of any products you have available so that when we revamp our website, we can make sure that everything we have for you is just completely optimized and we're doing the best job we possibly can to show people why we love you as a partner. And just say it like that, nothing crazy, just asking for 3 to 4 hours one day between now and the end of the year, ideally sooner, because again, you want to be able to also do some promotional stuff for the holiday season and, see what they say. Your top brands. When I say it's a small investment, let's just say they all say yes. Okay, yeah, that would be great. We actually have time next Thursday. Another one says, oh, if you can come at the end of the month. Another one says, oh, we can make time the beginning of the next month. Thinking about expenses, right? You need a flight. Most likely it's going to be just you going there. So you have to do that. Honestly, these things, like when we meet with different people, sometimes we just do day trips, and this is going back like years. They don't need to be these long meetings. So figure out how much time it'll take you. You need to pay for a flight. The thing that's really going to matter here is you having a plan when you get there to create the content. So this should all be structured before you show up, knowing exactly what you want to capture, and also having a very, very, very competent videographer. Even if you think, oh, my phone's great, for something like this, you're going to want to hire somebody. I do, and I think you should do too, is just go on Craigslist to the city you're going to be in, and you'll see so many videographer posts. The ones that we typically hire when we're in different areas than where we're based are wedding videographers because they are really good. There's a lot of them, and honestly, they don't make that much money. So not a big investment at all. If you want between filming and editing their time, like 8 hours, some of them, a couple $100, maybe $300 per brand. So again, these are small investments that are write-offs because they're for marketing. Plus, you're going to get this content that you can use all over the place. That's what I want to share with you. Let's just say you live in a city where your top 3 suppliers are located. You still want to go into this content day in a structured way so that, again, you're making the most out of it because they're giving you their time. You want to be sure you're making the most out of it and also getting what you should get to get your website to be ranked higher, to become more of an authority in your niche, pitch and to get as many sales as possible. If you're going to film, let's just say 3 to 4 hours, one thing you should try to capture is a interview with the CEO or president or whoever runs the thing. Could be really short, 15, 20 minutes, just asking them and trying to get more information about their brand that you know customers like. Talking about the quality of their products. They can even get a little bit into their origin story and why they started it. They can talk about what we always talk about, which is why customer service is so important to us. Maybe their warranty, whatever you know that customers like about those brands. Just throw softballs to the person you're talking to, and it's being filmed and you're asking them those questions. They're giving you their answers. Now you have that content. Big thing is unique photos and videos of products. Sometimes you could do this, sometimes you can't. If you're going to an area where they have a warehouse, they most likely will have some products either in a showroom, or sometimes they just have open box returns of products that maybe customers just didn't want, that aren't damaged or anything. But anywhere you could find these products, have your videographer that you have for the day making videos of them, taking photos of them. Of course, all unique content that you'll now have on your website as well. Try to do a warehouse tour, like I mentioned. You want to be able to show as much as you can. Let's just say you sell the stand-up desks, right? When you're going into their warehouse, show everything off, how big it is. Talk to them about how fast they dispatch orders. Talk about how products are packaged for safety. Anything that, again, that customers think of because you're running your business and it's profitable. So get that all in the warehouse. That's a totally separate video you can use on social media and on your product pages for that brand, or your main brand directory page for brand A, whatever you want to call it. Another thing, if manufacturing is done on site or somewhat local, you want to capture that process. Again, the videographer, talk to them, see if they know how to film these things, but just close-ups on products being made. Again, in those videos, you could talk about the quality of them, or the person manufacturing can, and whatever you can get out of that. Again, the more the better. Another thing you want to do is your sales rep, right? The person that you're going to reach out to set this up. You want to definitely have a quick video with them, maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Just talking about like your relationship with the company, and of course trying to get them to say good things about you and your brand. So you obviously respect them. That's why you're going to be trying to set this up. They should like respect your business too, and they can talk about a couple things of why they like to work with you and your company. These are quotes, these are videos that you can use on your website for that brand. Okay, so let's say you go in, you do this all, and let's just say you even do it with one brand. Again, do it with your top ones, or try to at least. But you do this, now the videographer has the content. What you're going to want to do is have them edit everything, because I'm assuming you're not a videographer, but even if you are, you should have somebody else do it so you could focus on the business. You want as many clips as you can get. So if you want that person to be the one that does this, you could talk to them about it. They can maybe give you the video, you have somebody else do it. We like to have one person do everything because communication is easier, and that's important to me and to our company. But you want to get all of these videos color corrected and looking as good as they can. You want them to do all the fancy stuff with light background music and just making them look very professional. But one thing you definitely want to do with all of these, and this is important, is have them watermarked with your company logo, because your competition, right? The small, like the big, the in between, they'll definitely want to be using this content, because the goal, again, is to have it all be unique and to have it really be a thing that wins over customers. So make sure whoever is editing it for you is watermarking it. And then finally, another tip I'll give you is once they send over all of this content, you have the product photos, you have these product videos, you want to repurpose this stuff like crazy. So put it on your website, again, where it makes sense, but also have somebody, if you have a social media person, they can do it. If not, go on Upwork or onlinejobs.ph and get somebody and they can do it. But get so much content made out of this. Get blog posts for your site. Get quotes from different people at the company to put on your product page. Get blog posts out of it, right? As much as you can. Have it transcribed and have that person do it. Before you know it, you'll have this whole new set of content on your website that really didn't cost you much at all, that now separates you from every single other person selling these products, that helps you get higher and higher to becoming the authority in your industry, that helps people trust you more because you're the one that was there, that increases your conversion rate. And again, that starts to establish you where you want to be, which is at the top of your market. Hope you found that helpful, guys. I'm going to sign off and get started for what I'm working on today. Appreciate you all. Again, this is a very small investment that has a very large upside. So really think about this, really make those connections. And if you're a hustler, you'll get this done. If you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, please do go over to iTunes, leave a review. I appreciate them. I read all of them. And also, if you're new here, you want to get started with e-commerce using my model at Dropship Lifestyle, just go to dropshipwebinar.com, DROPSHIP webinar.com for a free 3-hour training class that I do where we answer questions the whole time and show you how to build a highly profitable, semi-automated online store using the dropship lifestyle business model. Appreciate you, and I'll talk to you on the next episode of the e-commerce lifestyle podcast. See ya.